Feelings and actions are two very different things, but we often confuse them and think they go together. So let's take anger just as a simple way to understand this, but this applies to sadness or fear or whatever. Let's say you're angry, and let's say you yell at someone, or you slam a glass down on the counter, you slam the door. We think those are simply expressions or even outgrowths of our anger. And those are actions that people often do when they're angry, but that is not the anger. The anger is the feeling that you're having inside. So it's not the thing that you do while you have the feeling inside. Because if you think about it, right, if you think of yourself, there's probably times when you've been angry and you've raised your voice or stomped out of the room. And there's been times when you've been angry and you've done neither of those things. So what you want to think about is, this is why this is so important, is because we think then when I talk to people about how important it is to fully feel their feelings, they think that I mean do a big action that happens to, in their mind, relate to the feeling. Right? So if I say fully feel your anger, I mean really go yell at someone or punch a pillow or something like that. And that is not the same as the anger, right? When I say fully feel your feelings, fully feel your anger, your sadness, your fear, I'm talking about the feeling inside you. So you're paying attention to it, the feeling. You're noticing where you feel it in your body. You're noticing any changes that might happen to it, but you are not trying to in any way stamp it out or get rid of it. You're just trying to fully feel it. Again, that's totally different than what you do. And I would argue, and I've seen this many, many times with myself and lots of people that I've worked with, that if you fully feel the feeling, like say anger, you're going to have a less impulse to do the action. Because why? Because the action that most people do when they have an unhappy emotion isn't an outgrowth of that emotion. It is an attempt to get away from the emotion. It's an attempt to not feel the emotion. I know that sounds counterintuitive, but to use anger again, if you are, for instance, yelling at someone to shut up, you don't want them to say that thing that they said, right? That is your attempt to get away from your own anger by making that other person stop saying what they're saying, back down, leave the room, apologize. You are trying to get a change to happen so you cannot feel the feeling. But if you are able to actually fully feel and sit with the unhappy emotion, then contrary to expectations, that will not make you do more explosive actions. That will significantly lessen your urge to do those actions because you are not trying to get away from the feeling.